Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for tuning in to Cullman Today. I'm your host, Cheyenne Sharp, and today is Wednesday, August 21st. We have a lot to look at in local news today, including information on Bethsaida Volunteer Fire Department's Board of Directors, a dismissed kidnapping case, and gardening with the Holly Pond seniors. All this plus sports, weather, and more. But for now, let's dive into the top stories happening in Cullman today. Last week, we brought the story of the Cullman County Sheriff's Office responding to a report of two suspicious individuals at Sportsman Lake Park. The CCSO said the individuals allegedly attempted to use ice cream cones in an attempt to lure children away. CCSO deputies located the suspects and identified them as Robert Hollis, 46 of Cullman, and Andrei Guchichin, 37 of Cullman. Deputies and investigators spoke with the Cullman County District Attorney's Office, and both suspects were arrested. According to the Cullman County District Attorney Champ Crocker, the Sportsman Lake kidnapping case has been dismissed as of Monday, August 19th. The preliminary hearing was held in District Judge Rusty Turner's courtroom. Next up, a single vehicle crash that occurred at approximately 4:15 p.m. on Sunday, August 18th, has claimed the life of a Hanceville man. Ronald L. Knott, 70, was fatally injured when the debris removal truck he was driving left the roadway, overturned, struck several trees and a utility pole guide wire. Knott was not using a seatbelt at the time of the crash and was pronounced deceased at the scene. The crash occurred on Ruth Mountain Road near Valley Cruise Lane, approximately 8 miles north of Joppa in Morgan County. Nothing further is available as troopers with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency's Highway Patrol Division continue to investigate. To finish out our top stories, West Point Elementary, Intermediate, and Middle School students will be able to purchase a pass for the 2024 West Point High School varsity football season starting today through Friday at their home schools. These can be purchased for $25 in the Intermediate School office during school hours. The pass covers each of West Point's 5 varsity home games. All Pee-wee, Wee-wee, Fire Plug players and cheerleaders or majorettes wearing a jersey or camp shirt will be able to attend varsity home games for free this season. All other attendees will be admitted to the stadium for $10. Now that we have the top stories out of the way, we're going to take a quick break before returning with sports. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to find out what's going on in the world of sports. Let's start today's sports segment with a look at one of Auburn's basketball's highly anticipated matchups of the upcoming season. The Tigers will open the 2024 Maui Invitational with Iowa State as part of ESPN's Feast Week on November 25th in Maui, Hawaii. This year, the tournament celebrates its 40th anniversary, welcoming not only the Tigers and the Cyclones, but defending national champion UConn, Memphis, Colorado, Michigan State, Dayton, and North Carolina. The Tigers and Cyclones will square off in the afternoon section of the bracket on Monday, November 25th at 8 p.m. and will face either Dayton or North Carolina on Tuesday. 7 of the 8 teams in the 2024 Maui Invitational field appeared in last year's NCAA tournament, including 3 teams that made their way to the Sweet 16 before the Huskies captured their second consecutive national championship. Tournament chairman and legendary collegiate coach Dave Odom said this year's Maui Invitational is one of the strongest fields in tournament history. This will be the 5th time Auburn and Iowa State have met on the hardwood. The all-time series is tied 2-2 with both teams, and the Tigers won their previous meeting 80-76 in 2020. The Tigers are making their second appearance in the tournament after going 2-1 with wins over Xavier and Arizona in 2018. All 12 games of the Maui Invitational will be televised on ESPN, ESPN2, or ESPNU, and will also be available on the ESPN app. Moving over to some news from Tuscaloosa. Alabama Athletics, in coordination with the University of Alabama Police Department, will host the Tuscaloosa 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb in Cullman Coliseum on Wednesday, September 11th, and for the first time, the event will be made available for the public to register and participate. The morning's events begin with a pre-climb ceremony at 7:45 a.m., followed by a closed climb at 8:15 reserved for first responders. The public climb will begin at 11:30 a.m., and those wishing to participate should register at rolltide.com. The event is free of charge. The Memorial Stair Climb honors the New York City Fire Department, New York Police Department, Port Authority Police, and EMS first responders who selflessly gave their lives in the aid of others on September 11, 2001. The climb consists of 2,200 steps up and 2,200 steps down, equivalent to the 110 floors of the World Trade Center. The University of Alabama Police Department organized its first 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb in 2018. That covers sports for today, but make sure to check with the Cullman Tribune each day for the latest in sports coverage from across the area. We'll be back after this message. Hello and welcome back to Cullman Today. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Kira Sims from the Cullman County Extension shared gardening tips at the Holly Pond Senior Center earlier this week. The area seniors learned how to maintain a beautiful garden all summer long while picking up useful information on planting, growing, and choosing crops to grow. Wallace State Community College's Engineering Technology program now offers a digital fabrication pathway, an innovative track designed to equip students with the latest skills in the rapidly evolving field of digital fabrication. Digital fabrication is a design and production process that combines 3D modeling and computer-aided design with both additive and subtractive manufacturing techniques. For more information about the digital fabrication pathway and how to apply, visit Wallace State Community College's Engineering Technology Program webpage, email Todd Hardman at todd.hardman@wallacestate.edu, or call 256-352-8146. 3 of the Cullman Area Technology Academy's second-year educators and training seniors are preparing to step into their roles as interns with Cullman County Schools. These ladies have shown incredible dedication and passion for education, and now they're ready to make an impact in classrooms. Join us in congratulating them as they embark on the next chapter of their journey. Bethsaida Volunteer Fire Department is seeking volunteer candidates to serve on its board of directors. Prior fire service is not necessary to serve the community as a board member. Candidates need sound business decision-making skills, the willingness to offer their service as a volunteer board member, and the ability to attend meetings which are held on the first Thursday of each month. Nominations, including self-nominations, are encouraged. Qualified candidates should be due-paying members who live in or work in the Bethsaida fire coverage area. Nominations should include name, address, phone number, and a brief biography. All nominations must be received by the department no later than 7 p.m. on September 5th, and nominations can be submitted via USPS to the Volunteer Fire Department at 454 County Road 804, Cullman, Alabama 35057. Nominations will also be accepted via email to bethsadiafire@yahoo.com or via Facebook Messenger to the Fire Department's page. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be back after this message.
Discover what's buzzing in Cullman with Community Matters, where every story pops off the page with local flair. It's the magazine that's got the inside track on what's now, what's new, and who's who. Get the lowdown on top eats and the 411 on recipes that'll turn up your summer cooking game. Relive our local team's triumphs on the sports fields and pencil in summer's hottest events for fun the whole family will love. Get your copy of Community Matters at the Cullman Tribune, any of the local businesses on screen, or scan the QR code.
Welcome back. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Melba J. Mann McSwain. Melba J. Mann McSwain, 86 of Cullman, died Monday, August 19th. A graveside celebration of Miss McSwain's life will be Thursday, August 22nd at 11 a.m. at Cullman City Cemetery. Ronald Ronnie Lee Knott. Ronald Ronnie Lee Knott, 70, passed away on August 18th. The family of Mr. Knott will welcome friends for a visitation from 6 to 9 p.m. on Wednesday, August 21st at Hansville Funeral Home. That finishes up obituaries for today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now, let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today is set to be sunny with a high near 86. Tonight should continue the trend of mostly clear with a low of around 61. Tomorrow we could see some rain as there's a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, it should be mostly sunny with a high near 86. And tomorrow night is back to being mostly clear with a low of around 66. That concludes another edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Cheyenne Sharp with Cullman Today, wishing you a wonderful Wednesday, Cullman.